The meta isn't just
right?
execution.
Record show. I was the butler, and we basically. I was the butler the first game, and then you made it. And then you.
Weird.
Then your chat person ruined that.
How dare? Yeah, right. And I was the spy. I was supposed to be such an easy one.
I was the fortune teller. I liked that role.
I kind of did too. That was fun. I liked the fortune teller.
Listen. I just did not want to have an unfair advantage.
No, I know. I'm like being like
Right.
no that like there's no one to blame. It's just like circumstance.
I think
But
it's
also
suspicious.
just-
Wait a minute. I want to just talk about how suspicious it is that Ryan didn't want to have an unfair circumstances. You know, Ryan, the person who goes around kicking grandmas in the head.
Well, no. Here's the thing. He will be chaotic, but he will also like actually no. I think Ryan's very lawful. If he wants to be.
How is murdering grandma lawful, Cat?
No, if he wants to be successful,
You can be lawful evil.
Listen,
I'm about to
execute grandma, but I will do so under a very strict set of rules and regulations.
yes, because it's like part of the game. Whereas if like it's not part of the game to get spoiled, so I think it actually goes with lawfulness. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do my best within the parameters that I have. I'm not gonna break them. So it actually does make sense for him to be like,
Let me jump in real fast to say I'm about to pass out our tokens one more time for the third time tonight. We have 5 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 1 minion, and 1 imp. So get ready for your tokens. All right. And I will send you into the night. Good luck, everybody.
Today's video is brought to you by Hit Point Press. The deck of many animated 5e reference cards can bring even more magic to your games, and they make fantastic gifts. Get animated spell cards, condition cards, or townsfolk NPCs. You can even get in-game items like the Deck of Illusions and the Deck of Many Things. Get big discounts and free Alchemy VTT assets during their holiday sale going on now. Use the link in the corner or down below.
All right, we are back. Let's take a look at our new Grimoire. We have a few new roles. We're going to throw in the Recluse this time. You might register as evil or as a minion or a demon. So the Recluse is one of our outsiders in this game. And yes, they can show up as a baddie for some of our characters who are reading things, so a good thing to keep aware of. Morgan is this game's spy. You saw the spy last time. They get to see the entire Grimoire. Eric is our chef. You start knowing how many pairs of evil players there are. Ooh, and I'm either going to have to show him a 0 or a 2. And a 2 is going to confirm a recluse, so I will probably just show Eric a 0. There's no drunk in this game. Oh, and I'm getting a... Yeah. Grady, come in.
You forgot to turn the lights off.
Hey! Oh wait, no! Shake my leg again.
Did y'all see anything you're not supposed to see, or?
No.
No, you didn't put us to bed. You
Okay. Well, then I'll send you tonight. So.
We're tired.
There you
Right.
go. It doesn't make a big difference. These people get to
Oh,
see
thank
you.
God. I don't have to look at all of you. Thank
That
God.
scared me. All right, here you go. All right. Thought something really bad had happened. All right. So anyway, yeah, Eric's our chef. We're probably going to show him a 0 because we don't want to necessarily show that there's a 2, because that would confirm that there was a demon, a minion, and a recluse all sitting next to each other, since they can register as a baddie. All right, next we have the Saint, who got a lot of talk last time. If you die by execution, your team loses. This is one of the bluffs last time that Catboy claimed. And so the Saint is a good reason to stay alive. Ryan Terry usually likes to be executed pretty early on. And he will definitely not want to be this time, but he is another outsider. Next up, we have Catboy, who gets to be good this time and gets to be our Undertaker, one of the only getting ongoing information roles in this particular game. The Undertaker, each night, you learn which character died by execution today. So when someone gets executed, he will learn what role they are, which can be very good for building trust around the table. Grady this time, he is our Raven Keeper. If you die at night, which means by the demon generally, you are woken to choose a player and you learn their character. So once per game, if and when Grady is executed, he can choose somebody and learn their character. Daniel is our soldier. You are safe from the demon, so cannot be killed. BJ is our washerwoman. You start knowing that one of two players is a particular townsfolk, and so we'll figure out who we're going to show in just a second. And then Glenn, again, is our imp. Can't get away from it this time. Each night, choose a player, they die, and if you kill yourself this way, your minion, Morgan, becomes the imp. So let's set up our board. Our chef is going to be shown a 0. Our saint don't have to do anything. Undertaker don't have to do anything. Raven Keeper, soldier, only washerwoman. So which I feel like, let's make it interesting because the Undertaker is the most powerful role out there. And but the Raven Keeper, they're not going to want. This is good. The Raven Keeper doesn't want anybody to know they're the Raven Keeper, so I'm going to show that either Grady is our Raven Keeper or maybe maybe Alex, a recluse. I don't want to show a baddie, because sometimes that can lead to trouble. So I'm going to show Alex, who's going to be have a little sus on them, but not... Yeah, there might be a good framing job there. All right, and otherwise, I think we are good to go starting our night order. So I'm going to load up our chat again, and let's see how this works.
I would love to try and run one.
I bet Daniel would do.
Hello.
Hello.
You get a fun one this time.
I see that. So how does this work?
Well, first of all, I'm here to tell you that your demon is Glenn.
Oh, again. Okay.
Again. And yeah, let me go ahead and show you our grimoire because there's no reason not to at this point. Whoops, I always forget how this works. I close this out and I click this and I choose Wake and I choose Show the Grimoire. Oh, and I forgot to set up our demon bluffs. That's always important to do first.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to grab those real quick. Ooh, what should I make a demon bluff? Let's give y'all... I'm probably going to give y'all Monk and Empath and... Oh, maybe should try to throw that in there? Ooh, it doesn't matter because you know everything that's in play and everything that's not in play. So everything that's not in play is a bluff for you.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind because you get to see everything. All right, so I'm going to send that to you now. And there you go, right there. It should pop up on your screen. You get it?
Oh, okay.
And you can take a screenshot of that if you'd like. The only thing to point out there is that BJ is our washerwoman and is going to be told that either Grady or Alex is our Raven Keeper. And that's what those little tokens mean there. Otherwise, there's no other little tokens to share with you at this point, but I will check in with you each day to show you the refreshed one. Nothing really changes in this game, so there's really not a lot of reason to come to you, but I will anyway because it's part of my job.
Sounds good.
All right. You have any questions about that?
No, I think I took a screenshot, so
all right.
I can just write down who's what.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, and let me know if you have any questions, and you can share that information with Glenn as you like.
Sounds good.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
People in like the town, the minion and the demon don't even get to know who.
Hello.
That took longer than I thought.
I got to go through all the roles with the audience.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so yes, you get to take a shot again at being the imp.
Was that random, or did you do that?
That's always random. There's no way to control it on here that I know of.
That is amazing. Okay.
If it was, you'd think I'd give it to Catboy again.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
But I'm just here to tell you that Morgan is your minion.
Okay.
Pretty good one.
And you're going to give me the 3 things?
Oh, yes, thank you. Your bluffs are Monk, Empath, and Slayer. Worked well last time.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Got it.
something you can do with there. All right. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
It's knowing who each other are and being able to coordinate is the power of evil.
Hello.
How much laundry do you have to do right now?
Apparently a lot.
Yeah. You're going through the whole town's, the entire town's laundry, as this is your role in town, apparently. And you find a lot of raven droppings on the clothes that belong to Alex and Grady, because one of them is a raven keeper.
Oh, okay. All right.
One of Alex and Grady is a raven keeper, so I'll let you do with that information as you like.
Alex or Grady. All right. Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Baron is just like, well,
Yeah, everyone's an outsider, turns out.
Hello.
Hey.
You get Daniel's most useless role in the game award.
Great.
And as is tradition, you get a 0. There are 0 evil people sitting next to each other.
Okay, that's helpful. Thanks.
All right, good luck.
Yep.
Especially on this script, where, like, there's only one secret outsider, and the other ones really don't have a lot of disadvantage. That's one thing I would kind of like to see in Trouble Brewing that we don't have in Trouble Brewing is a reason for an outsider to not
live.
well, not even necessarily to live, to hide themselves.
Well, good morning. I do not have a third poem for you today, but I will say that
You only gave us one, Theo.
I'll do my best. I'm going to do my best improvisation when it comes to poetry. I did.
Bravo.
you gotta like rely on haikus more. It's just like, you know, I have no time left, so call my murder real quick.
Well,
Please go away now.
Well, Catboy, I did offer you the role of storyteller this past weekend when we were playing in
Yeah.
person. You'll have to take that role sometime, but for now, you have to avenge my murder. Good luck.
Well, info time. Time for first night info.
Okay.
Info dump.
So, my just to let everyone know, I am above reproach. I am the saint.
You were the what?
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, Theo. I have a soldier question.
Yes.
So, if we have a poisoner like we did last game, and I am poisoned,
Mm-hmm.
can I then be killed?
Yes.
By
So
the demon?
if you're poisoned or drunk, you don't have a power, and so
Right,
yes.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. So you could be killed that way by the
Okay.
demon.
All right, that's all I wanted.
Good
Thank
luck.
That's the thing. That's the thing that gets me about Alex's bluff. It's just like it had layers, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Alex,
I am the saint. I know by its extension that's like the most suspicious role in the world, and
But
that's
shouldn't we kill you then? Because if we don't kill you and something else does,
Only
then...
if we have a
I
slayer.
don't think you've read the saint.
I must have misunderstood. Well, I'm reading it, and I just...
If we
I-
execute him, we lose.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so if we execute him, not if... Okay, I was thinking it meant... like, if the
Who
demon
just
did.
jumped in a private chat? Was it you and was it BJ and who?
I haven't been in the private
No,
I don't
who,
think
who
anyone's
just
No,
jumped in?
I had to ask Theo.
So Daniel talked to Theo.
Okay. Well, no. So like, we'll take care of first night information
Well, if
later.
the dies at all, then the game
Yeah,
is over.
so-
It's not just by the demon. Okay.
No, it's not if I die at all. Like technically, the demon can kill me, but this makes me like the absolute worst demon kill on the
Yeah,
planet.
you
Well,
want the
no,
demon to kill Ryan. You want
No, but like, okay. So, before anybody goes, does anybody have anything before we go off in separate chat? Because I feel like
that's
that
what I was
needs.
about to say.
Well, no, I want to know what's the first night information before everybody disappears.
Question.
That's why I got my hand up.
This is a key.
All right, let's give
Okay.
it to Ryan. I mean, sorry, Eric.
Eric.
I have first-hand information, just what I've been trying to
Right.
say. I'm the chef. There are 0 pairs of evil sitting next to each other in this game. That's all I
Poisoner.
have. Yeah. Could be.
Or you're a drunk. Yeah.
Absolutely useful. I know.
Okay.
All right. Is there a
any
recluse or a butler sitting around out here somewhere?
Hi everyone, I'm a recluse, and so
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Do
So
what you will with that.
presuming that I'm not actually a demon bluffing, then we
And
don't.
that we can trust Alex.
The layers of my bluff could be very far.
Oh no!
How many layers deep are we here?
She's a parfait. They are a parfait. They are a parfait.
Thanks.
They.
So.
What about an onion? Onions have layers.
It's true.
So
Nobody likes onions. Okay.
Like Alex have
Okay.
layers.
Anybody else? Anybody else before we go split off?
We're probably on
Any
a
other
time
person
limit.
have data?
Probably good. No, I have no more.
TikTok.
TikTok.
On the clock.
Is that a song?
That's stupid, I swear to God. This game is always played late at night.
Trust me, it's a very complicated game. You're good.
So what is the motivation for telling someone you're the saint?
The reason
I believe that you're the saint. I just don't understand why you tell people, because if you tell us, then the demon could kill you, or the demon couldn't accidentally kill you. I don't know. I'm confused.
So the reason I tell people they're the saint is that it's an incredibly important role for the purposes of understanding the outsider count. One of the most important things in any game of Blood on the Clocktower is the outsider count. Knowing how many outsiders there are and who they are. Especially in a game where there is a drunk. If there is a drunk potential, if we can identify two outsiders, especially two publicly known outsiders. So if there's a butler, recluse, and saint somewhere in the town and both of them reveal themselves, then that means, assuming all of those outsiders are being truthful, that there is no drunk. Which means
there is a recluse and a saint right now, so that means there's no drunk?
Presuming that I'm not lying, yes.
Like, not come from Ryan, sorry, but like other people. Like, if sorry, don't confirm us, because we've already set our roles. So maybe you want to go to the unknown people.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Man, whoever has a corpse, I'll dig them up. So it's fine. No, I'm carrying them. Yes, that's
yeah.
Grady is the Raven's Keeper.
Okay.
Yeah. We have Catboy's the Undertaker.
Okay. We should get rid of him.
Yeah, we should get rid of him. We have BJ is the washerwoman, but she's already got her information.
Yeah.
And we cannot kill Daniel because he is the soldier.
Okay. But that's okay. Let's start with Catboy.
Yeah.
And then Ryan is a choice, but he can't really do anything to us.
Yeah, Ryan is the saint, so
And there's no Slayer then.
there is no Slayer. Oh, our bluffs are Monk, Empath, and Slayer, but I've actually claimed that I'm either the Mayor, Virgin, or Soldier. So
Well, just stick with that. I'm gonna go I'll claim Monk, because then nobody's gonna want to do anything to me, because I'm protecting people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well,
I might
let's
see if
just
I
do
can-
first night. We'll do Catboy, and then I'm not sure. I'll have to think about. You think about it too, and we'll get back together next round.
Sounds good.
Here's the thing. Like I'm trying and failing in this instance to like be a little bit play with my words a little bit more. And so it's just like, okay, yes, I do things.
But the problem is when you phrase it like that, it's really clear. Like, there's only so many roles that would be like, do things when someone dies or drags dirt around. Like, you would.
Well, I've been getting used to dividing it into the first third, the second third, or the third third, because they're all kind of related. Like, you either know something first night, you will learn something each night, or you do something.
Yeah. That's the intent. I'm pretty sure that's why they did it like that.
I am trusting you to a certain degree.
Okay. Okay, Daniel. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, let's do that. Okay, ciao. I'm gonna find out other people's. Thanks for that.
All right.
Undertaker and the well, that gave away that's probably not that one. The Slayer, sure, yeah, Slayer.
Well, I'm either the Mayor, Virgin, or Soldier. Since we're just doing that.
And I am the Monk, the Empath, or Wow, I was gonna. Or well,
not
you
that.
took the one I wanted, so
So it's not the third one. He's either the monk or the empath.
yeah.
Who are you, Eric?
All right, we're back. I
I'm the
guess.
chef, or the chef.
There you go.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to figure out who Eric is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Monk or empath.
I think Eric has a rat under his chef's hat.
It's a raccoon.
It's a raccoon.
Oh,
Long gone.
these two.
Oh man, they're a chatty bunch.
Am I gonna have to double gong? Are they gonna get the double gong?
Do it.
Are they evil?
Probably.
Oh my god. Okay, so in last game I told everybody that I had to pee. And I should have gone before we got new rules.
Oh my god, Catboy!
Catboy.
Well, let's make this fast then. Nominations are open.
What
I
happened?
can hold it.
Catboy, do you gotta go?
Well, no, like I told everybody in the last game that I needed to pee, and that, like I was just like, we
forgot to
It's
pee.
night, so just don't wet yourself right
Nobody
now.
trusts you anymore. See?
well, yeah, okay.
You're just
Okay.
gonna have to
Okay.
execute somebody
quickly for
fast,
you.
and then you can do it in the night.
Yeah, let's just
Alright.
kill somebody really quick.
That's
Stop,
not
stop,
me.
stop.
Okay. Does anybody have anything they would like to say?
Already said my piece.
Crickets.
I'm the
Crickets.
cherubic saint, so don't.
Cherubic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have, there's a lot of adjectives that one can apply to me. Cherubic has probably not been one of them for a very long time.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Whenever I think cherubic, I think of like, the little naked babies.
Naked
I mean,
babies.
yeah, that's what.
That would be a cherub. Yes.
That's a
That
cherub.
would be it. That's the textbook definition of a cherub. Yes.
So it's just like whenever somebody is just like, I'm cherubic, I imagine them just like, never mind. Like that's probably going.
Wait,
Second call for
Let's
nominations.
not go there.
Anyone who's like a
Is there
virgin?
any? Yeah. Is there anyone that could potentially? Well, actually, no. I tell you what. I nominate Eric.
All right, let's return the favor from
Yeah,
last time.
Well, he shot his wad, so there you go.
Well,
Oh, nice, Ben.
Ryan Terry,
Translated quickly.
I can
let's
put a
let's get
disclaimer
this back on
each
track.
post, okay?
Not safe for stream. Anyway, yeah. So the reason I'm nominating Eric is that he's already put out his first night info. This can help with regards to an undertaker who can maybe verify that. Potentially useful for empaths, things of that nature. Killing somebody that we know isn't necessarily a bad thing. Killing a first night info roll isn't the worst. If a minion or a demon wants to poison the well with first night info, they should pay a price for that by dying early. So yeah, that's something that I believe. So I'm okay with killing Eric.
And of course, personal reasons.
Also, yeah, he fucking got me killed last game.
I thought I apologized for that. I said I was sorry.
Eric,
I thought we were friends.
Well, revenge is a dish best served.
Best served now.
Now.
all right, Eric, defend yourself.
I don't really have a defense. The only thing I can think of is if there's a virgin, you could use that to confirm the virgin before the virgin
fair.
gets killed in the night. So if there is a virgin, they want to double
I'll tell you
confirm
what.
me
I'll
as a
suspend this
virgin.
nomination and not vote for it. If a virgin comes forward and you nominate them, that'll.
Yeah, I'd be happy to nominate a virgin.
Yeah, because instantly a virgin would also put Alex on like high alert because
Cat.
that'd be in,
All right, I'm
because
gonna go ahead and run the vote. 5 votes to be put on the block.
I'll vote for myself.
We're gonna run this game a little bit of a hurry since we're starting a little late.
Make this beatable. So 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. Yeah.
5 is
Yeah, I
enough.
took it down. I took it down so we could make it beatable.
All right,
All right.
nominations.
Does the
I
prosecution
only voted
have?
because I was feeling a little violent. Sorry.
Oh.
I don't have a reason.
All right. Does the prosecution have any other evidence?
I mean,
I
I already got. Listen, I've already got my my target
Yeah.
up on the block. So
I mostly agree with what Ryan is saying.
I'm gonna. Never good.
One.
I'm gonna call it then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Eric is executed and dies, and everybody goes to sleep. Good night, everybody. right, we are back. And yep, the chef is usually a pretty good call to kill on the first night because they're not going to get any more information to share with the town. And let's go ahead. Nothing much else has changed. Nobody has much sus on them yet. So we'll see how this goes. So we're on other nights. And we're going to start with our spy, but there's really nothing to see. So I'll just go tell them that.
So what are y'all's best dish to cook? Like if you're eating alone, I guess on a long...
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Well, in this script, there's really nothing that, or at least this set of roles, there's nothing that changes. So the script looks exactly the same, except Eric is dead.
Amazing.
Do you need me to send you it again, or do you have it?
No, I mean, I took a screenshot and then I just put everybody's roles on their faces, so
Okay,
it's all
well,
good.
we will go through this little song and dance every night.
Sounds good.
That you stay alive.
I don't know how much longer that's gonna last, but we'll see.
All right, good luck.
Fajita beef.
Bulgogi?
Yeah, kind of like an easy bulgogi.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well,
hello.
Oh, there we go.
Who is your first
Okay, so
victim?
Catboy.
That's what I thought you might say. All right, I'll take care of it.
Bitching with Babish. Oh.
Good morning, Goblinshire.
Yeah.
This morning, you wake to find the dead body of Catboy.
No!
What? Again?
Again.
I didn't do it.
Daniel, what did you do?
What was your role?
I only told 2 people that I was the Undertaker, and it was Daniel and Eric.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, Eric, I don't think is a, but
yeah.
Wait,
You didn't tell me you were
Catboy,
the
you said you were the
Also, it's
Undertaker?
worth noting
Yes, I
that
was the Undertaker. Yeah. So if
You
Sorry?
told me you would get more information overnight. You didn't say you were the Undertaker.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah.
So just me then.
So
Oh,
it's
great.
just a luck thing, I guess, like the demon and the murdering.
there's also a spy on this script, so it could just be that the demon knew.
Well, okay, so who?
Start on the script.
What?
It's under the minions.
It's under the minions.
It's
yeah.
a
Well, it could be a spy or a poisoner.
He doesn't know that the spy's in play
I know that
necessarily.
the spy's in play, no, but I'm just saying,
Right.
like, it's also like,
This might could be in play.
yeah, it
Okay.
could be in play.
Well, so now you know my things. Just let's talk about it. Oh my gosh, let me haunt you.
Right. Okay, so Catboy, you're claiming Undertaker, and you can
Yes.
confirm Eric.
He can't.
Yes, I can't because I was killed before
Right.
my order in the night.
Which is
okay.
Probably a powerful confirmation of Eric in general.
Duh. Honestly,
I implicitly trust the boy of cats in this game.
meow. Okay. All right.
Just based on the odds. I mean,
What's interesting is that Glenn may have accidentally made a stronger case for being a character that the demon should kill. And if that's the case and they didn't go after him, that's also interesting, is that they either weren't in the chat at the time or they have some additional information like a spy. Because Glenn did a 3-for-3 publicly in the town square.
Right.
And I think it was, I don't know who all was there. I know Daniel was there, Morgan and I were there. And I think
I was
quite a
there
few
too.
came toward the end. But he claimed like monk or empath, I think.
Those are stronger roles.
Yeah, and so I would have thought they'd go after him if they had heard. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see the Raven Keeper thing, but since you seem sufficiently confused, I'm willing to believe that you're not on the evil side. And
he either we didn't think that the Slayer would like have the.
I think if there was a Slayer, they'd shoot me.
Yeah.
After
But yeah, especially, but also yeah. So he like that's how I've been doing it, because like I screw up my 3-for-3s, like.
I spent a lot of last session chatting with BJ about just kind of general game strat. I have a pretty strong town read on BJ. Maybe she's just misread me, but I got the impression she was just kind of trying to get additional info on the game in general. And she disclosed her role, which I won't. I'll note it to you because you died in the night. She
Right.
noted she was the washerwoman, and that the role that she had was Raven's Keeper. Who it was, because she didn't want it to be something that the demon was able to misuse. So that's fine.
Right.
But yeah. So like, ultimately, I got a pretty strong town read from her.
Daniel and Grady are people. Hey Theo, I'm just recapping with Glenn here. To recap, I'm talking to Glenn here. I'm saying I have a chef. I'm the chef. If Alex is actually the recluse in that reality, and I'm not drunk or poisoned, then Glenn and Morgan are probably on the good theme, which is why I'm talking to Glenn. Glenn in turn is claiming empath, and he's getting a 1. Is that correct, Glenn?
Yeah.
Yeah, which would be Alex's recluse claim if Alex is indeed the recluse. So we're just trying to figure out what that means.
But that means BJ's good.
Possibly,
right? So we're narrowing it down to Daniel and Grady being.
But they couldn't both be evil because my chef claim would be bad, right? So maybe one of them, right? So we should probably be talking to them. That's the thought process, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, let's go on that.
Thank you for that.
All right. Yep. Thanks.
Right.
You got a sus vibe from Glenn.
Well, here's the thing. I just want you to know that that's what he is arguing. Monk or empath.
He's arguing monk.
Yes, or empath. But
empath. So we'll see if he starts giving data.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of doing empath, he's seated next to a recluse. So.
Right. Yeah, because they're neighbors, right? They're the ones that do the neighbors. Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting some different reads. Undertaker and Soldier. Well, I don't know about you. Well, I mean, okay, you are telling me 2 roles that would be very inconvenient to kill, but Virgin could be tested.
I'm not the Virgin, so you shouldn't test that one.
Okay. Okay, we're not.
How dare.
Technology. Now we've been donged, and you will not get a chat with Grady.
Oh well.
Okay. I was gonna chat him up too. I'm like, quiet.
If you're all alive tomorrow.
No, like I kept on getting reminded that like the you can re-kill a dead body, so it's just like stop, he's already dead.
Nominations for Eric are open.
I nominate myself
Not
again.
in this one. There's no Zombuo.
Anyway,
Eric, take a brief.
All right,
you just
so
walked
do we
into the
have-
graveyard.
Yeah, I
Do
did.
you have any other information or thoughts?
I mean, honestly, y'all can like kill me. I'm the recluse, whatever. And it would just be like there's no pairs of evil if we're working off of like Eric's information. So like either that might clear Glenn or Morgan, who knows? But yeah, I'm just putting that out there.
I think it's fair to kill Alex.
Yeah.
Safe.
It's a safe kill.
Safe kill.
It is a safe kill. It will stop throwing off if there's an empath in there that they're sitting next to. It'll stop throwing them off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I nominate Alex.
All right.
Let's do it.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No.
No.
All right. Anything you want to say in your defense, Alex?
Kill me dead.
All right. 4 votes to be put on the block.
Oh my gosh, you're like we're killing Bill Radley.
Alex, I find your argument compelling.
If there's only four's fine. Okay, everyone, Daniel, BJ, and Glenn, keep your hands up.
No, I was like, I keep forgetting I'm dead.
Yeah,
Good thing to know. 4 is enough. Second call.
Four's good. Always make it beatable if you can. Yeah. So does anyone, now that we have somebody up for nom, does anyone have any other info to share?
You already know everything I know. The chef being what it is, I think Recluse would have been picking evil, which would make me more inclined to think Glenn and Morgan are good. But again, you have to rule out that I'm poisoned or drunk. In that reality that I'm not, you'd have to err to the side that they were good. But I'm not.
That is interesting. If there is a Recluse, that is an interesting choice. If neither one of them, maybe. But the Recluse is always a can.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But like generally they would. Generally they would pink as evil. I know. I know.
It's however it's most misleading to do.
Final call.
All right. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
The other option is if they're both evil, and that would meant giving you a 2, and that would have meant a weird ass read.
Yeah, I just don't want to mess with anyone's reads right now. So what? Like, just do what.
Not hearing any more nominations. I'm gonna call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Alex is executed and dies.
Rest in peace.
Everybody
Oh, we got rid of that weirdo living on the outside of the town.
goes to sleep. All right, and we're back. So let's take a look at our board. What's interesting is that this is going to be an entirely social read game for our good team now, because the Undertaker was really their only ongoing role that was getting any information, and they knocked it off. Grady is not going to get executed because they know he's the Raven Keeper. Yeah, they're just going to have to go totally on social read, so this is going to be really tough for them. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. So let's see who we're going to talk to first. We're going to go through our song and dance with our monk.
Instapod, it's amazing.
If you have recipes, we need to do like a little recipe.
All right.
Hello again.
I'm here for our song and dance.
I love to do a song and dance.
I could talk about this with you because you know everything going on in the game, but I feel like this is going to be really tough for the good team.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I'm hoping so.
They don't have any information gathering roles anymore.
It's true.
They have no way of getting any more information out of the game. It's going to be total social reads. And Eric, I liked how, was it Brian Terry who clocked onto the fact that if the Recluse had registered as good, the chef would have gotten a 2, which would have been very interesting. So right now that's helping you out. But hey, if you do play it right,
we'll see.
You're gonna ride this, yeah.
I hope so.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to sleep and start to think about how you wanna play out this end game and who y'all gonna frame.
Yep.
All right, good luck.
If we go to like the pre-recorded games, we are going to actually.
Yeah, you should join BJ.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
so I'm going to make things interesting.
Oh?
I'm going to kill myself and make Morgan the imp.
Okay. Sounds good. I will get it taken care of. A bold move. I like bold plays. Good luck. Alright, good morning everyone. I see Catboy has scuttled off for some reason, but I am sad to tell you that in the town square, dead by complications from influenza, it's Glenn!
Yeah.
Oh
no.
Oh no. Glenn, what were you?
The empath.
Oh shit. Did you learn something?
Yeah, so I was getting a reading of 1, which meant that Alex, you were registering evil, and BJ would have been registering as good.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of throwing the suspects are down there at the lower left corner.
I
that are Morgan.
I think it's Daniel
I
Morgan.
thought Morgan was a spy, so
yeah, but we figured that out before. Eric and I, anyway.
Yeah, Morgan. I haven't actually heard much from Morgan, and she's usually more of a helpful player than this. And
that's why I think she thought she was the spy.
Well, I mean, I
maybe
publicly gave my 3 for 3, and I just haven't said anything else since because, no, I'm the mayor.
You're the mayor.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the soldier, so
suspicious.
In theory, if we think there's a spy, the demon can't kill me.
Right.
Unless I'm the drunk.
Well, so okay, so how many do we have left? We've got 5 left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we have a Scarlet Woman, their power will.
So BJ, at this point, it's probably worth revealing your role.
Yeah.
I'm just the washerwoman.
Wait, what? You're the washerwoman?
I'm the washerwoman. Apparently, I have to do everybody's damn laundry.
Wait, what? Are you the washerwoman, BJ?
How did you find out?
I didn't say anything because I found out that one of two people was the Raven's Keeper, and I felt like maybe that person needed to stay private, so that's why I just didn't say anything.
It's worth noting, Glenn. I reinforced that.
I asked Ryan because I really wasn't sure, and he said that was.
And that's reasonable. The fact that what she learned was Raven's Keeper,
and I'm inclined to believe her. I think we could be fighting with perfect information, which would be. I'm really inclined to think the evil team is Morgan and Daniel.
I think it's Morgan.
I think Morgan's a reasonable guess. I think if Daniel's the soldier, I'm also the. So hold on. So I understand the desire to test Saint, but also I think the outsider count has seemed reasonable.
Yeah,
but,
I don't see. There's no other outsider count on the board, so yeah.
And I claimed it instantly. I hope that helps.
But let's be so. Saint and soldier are usually classic imp or demon claims.
They are.
Well, BJ, who were the two people that you got pinged for?
Well,
I don't want to say.
You don't
Still,
have to.
okay.
Yeah, because it's Raven's Keeper. In the off chance that they kill, okay, so let's say the demon's still out there. What are the options they have?
Yeah,
Grady,
I know.
Whoever, if they have Grady, myself, they know a Raven's Keeper's out there. Morgan and Daniel, and so it's like that's actually that's a minefield of fucking.
So
demons.
we're not in the nominations phase, right? We're not in the nomination phase.
No, we're in just day phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Town is using perfect information here. I think we're fortunate in that. All right. Well, everyone's.
Glenn, are you waving at us?
No, I pushed the wrong thing.
So what was the most recent? So you I registered as evil.
Yeah, you had registered as evil, and
that was the turn
Morgan
before.
would have had a read. BJ would have had a read as good, which would have lined up with spy, or not spy, with washerwoman.
I still really.
Just make sure you got my text. I forgot to tell you that you're the imp.
You know, I figured that out.
I figured
as soon
you
as
might.
Glenn,
Yeah, I meant to come and
but I
talk to you,
didn't
and then
know how to
forgot.
respond to your text privately, and I didn't want to just do that where everybody could see it.
That's fine. I'm just here to answer your mayor question in case anybody asks.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure you got that. I know you had it though.
Yeah. Wait, mayor. Oh shit.
Just in case you had a question about the mayor, we could be our excuse for chatting.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's gonna ask, but I can go. I won't keep you in here long, so.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Sounds good.
You've got the monk or empath. I think maybe monk or whatever he's claiming, and you're claiming soldier. It's BJ, you, Grady, Morgan, and Ryan. Right?
So that's
BJ's
5.
claiming watcher. Yeah.
Yep.
Kill Morgan. Demon kills 1. Then you go to tomorrow as 3. If the mayor's still alive, the mayor would. You'd be able to test the mayor.
Here we go. We kill one that's not me or Morgan, and then that'll knock it down to 3, and then we choose not to kill somebody. And if we win, then we know she's the mayor. Great. If not, then we kill her.
You run the risk that if she's the demon, then you just lost the game. So if you go tomorrow 3 people, let's say it's you, Morgan, and let's say you kill BJ because she's the washerwoman, right? So let's say it's you, Morgan, and Ryan Terry still alive, right?
Okay.
We say no execution because we want to trigger the mayor victory, right? Because that's what it says. If only 3 players live and no execution occurs, your team wins. If she's the demon, you don't execute. You go into the night. The demon kills somebody at night. It's probably going to be Ryan Terry because you're supposedly the soldier. If that happens, then you wake up the next night with only 2 people and the demon wins. Evil wins. That's the problem.
Okay.
So if you really, it's coming down to the wire. You kind of have to make some behavioral claims here. It's kind of tricky. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
I think Daniel makes some more sense because if Morgan actually is mayor, then she would be the top target for the demon tonight. Because everybody else is either no value kill or a dangerous kill.
Right.
So, so if Morgan doesn't die, then I think that would probably confirm that Morgan is evil at least.
Right. Okay.
But Daniel can't die, and so there'd be him not dying wouldn't confirm anything if we left him alive.
So we should kill Daniel,
I guess.
Yeah. I feel like that's safer.
But there was no suspicion on him. You could say maybe Glenn killed himself and passed it to Ryan, who's the saint. There's things like that. But I don't think that's the case, based off the way they're playing.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Yeah, you'd have to figure out. You kind of have to use your own gut if you're assuming you are good. Like, who is acting shady as fuck? Who isn't helping town? To me, it seems like Morgan is usually more helpful than she is. That's kind of what I'm getting.
I agree. She's usually really engaged.
Yeah, and she's kind of being quiet. So to me, that's a behavioral read. She's probably slightly evil. She doesn't know how to handle that. You make your own call yourself. Don't take my word for it. BJ is playing like a legitimate washerwoman that probably didn't play it the way I would have played it, but she's playing like a washerwoman. I can see her thought process. Yeah, I mean,
figure it out at this point.
I would keep it hidden because I don't think there's any reason to put it out. In the event that they haven't figured it out, let them fuck it up. The problem is that there's a minefield of choices. They either have to kill BJ, who's pretty much confirmed good. They have to try and kill Daniel, who they can't kill, or they can kill me, the Saint, or they can kill and let's assume it's Morgan, but maybe it's not Morgan. So like, regardless of who it is, there's kind of or they can try and kill. Like, so say it's Morgan. If Morgan's the mayor, which is what they're claiming, then like that will ping off onto somebody else, which could be you, the Ravens keeper, Daniel, Daniel the thing, or Morgan, a borderline worthless kill. Like, so there's not a lot of value. I honestly think we keep it. I'm probably gonna nominate Morgan, or somebody should nominate Morgan tonight, and then we kind of see where the chips fall. I think it's actually reasonably possible nobody dies.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I had been thinking that it would make more sense to maybe like target Daniel if we think that it's Morgan and Daniel.
But if you die and we don't kill Morgan, I would check Morgan. If we do kill Morgan and she's not there, you can check me or Daniel, whichever you're more sus on, and you can then go from there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not going to kill him.
Well, no, that.
Well, the demon can't kill them.
But how do you confirm soldiers?
Yeah. Welcome back to the town square. Nominations are open.
Can the demon ever choose not to kill? Like, do they have to kill everybody?
They can sink a kill into a dead person.
Right.
Technically, they have to choose to kill, but they could choose to kill a corpse. Okay. So, for example, like, if nobody was executed on day one and there was nobody dead, they would have to kill somebody.
So it was either they tried to kill Daniel without knowing that they were a soldier, or like if he is the soldier, or they just sucked another kill into me or Alex or Eric or Glenn.
Like, how can they kill you? You're already dead, though. They can't kill you. So basically,
no, they can.
Targeting. Yeah.
According to the rules of the game. Yeah, BJ. Just according to the rules, they can target, because there is a demon in another script called the Zombul who you have to kill twice. Right. Okay, you have to double tap. So yeah.
So like you can kill dead people.
Yeah.
So I want to nominate Morgan.
You can also execute dead people.
There is a nomination on the board. BJ wants to nominate Morgan. BJ, state your case.
I think Morgan's been suspicious this round, and I've gone through like who I think all the people are, and I don't want to say that because I don't want to accidentally reveal the Ravens keeper, but I feel like Morgan's the only one left who could either be the demon or the spy.
All right.
I think we're in a spot. We've got 5 alive. We get 2 kills left in the whole game. I think this kill is tonight's going to be interesting. I think killing Morgan is reasonable.
Morgan, I'll let you say your defense.
That's what I think.
I mean, I am the mayor. So like, if you can keep me alive like one more day and then we don't execute anybody, the good team would win. But
that makes sense.
That's a solid choice, though. Because Ryan said that he doesn't think that like we wouldn't execute when there's only 3 left because he's claiming the saint.
But if you're not the mayor and we don't kill anybody, then
evil wins.
Then evil wins.
Well,
you're testing a truth one way or the other.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, the other thing would be to test BJ because she didn't give us any information as the washerwoman. How do we know she's a washerwoman?
She's giving people information. I have BJ.
Okay, well, we can talk about BJ in a minute if you want to.
You guys are the pair of evil guys.
Well,
come on.
We can talk about BJ in a minute if you want to nominate BJ, but this one's on Morgan, so it's going to take 3 votes to be put on the block, and I'm going to go ahead and run it. Be aware again, if you're dead, you get 1 more vote for the rest of the game.
I think of the people that are still alive and the roles they're claiming, I think this is a reasonable lynch because the other roles, if they're true, would be pretty hard to kill.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind dying as the washerwoman if it proves the point.
The demon is Sophie's choice here, sorta.
Right. Well, I get confused easily, but I don't mind dying as the washerwoman if it proves a point. But if Morgan is the demon or the spy, like Morgan's the bad person, right? And we don't kill them this round, don't we lose the game?
No, we get one more night.
Not necessarily.
We get one more.
Or do we get one more?
Yeah.
So, like when you're down to 3 and it gets down to 2, if the demon is still alive amongst those 2, they win.
So here's what's gonna happen. So the demon's gonna kill somebody tonight, presumably. You're gonna wake up the next morning with 3 people alive, which means that's the final night. If the 3 people are alive, depending on who the demon kills and what we know of the roles, I'm guessing BJ's the next one to die, which is probably gonna leave Daniel, Grady, and Ryan. I'm assuming.
Okay.
That's the way I would think this is gonna play out.
Probably.
So
And at that point, yeah. At
Second
that
call.
point, you test this, huh?
I suspect. I think BJ's it's because ultimately there's a really weird set. Like I would say BJ's probably of the 3 that aren't currently nominated got the most sus on her, but also it's like, so killing BJ is a weird. Like none of the 3 kills are great for the demon. Because
All right. So no more nominations.
I mean, can I nominate BJ just because she nominated me?
You sure?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Revenge nomination.
We'll get
Revenge
Morgan.
nomination is totally okay.
Morgan?
I mean, because we were like, well, we'll either nominate Morgan or BJ, so I mean, why not do both? And
Why
then
not? I'm just saying if y'all kill me,
Yeah.
please kill Morgan next round because I'm pretty sure they're bad.
Morgan, state your
All right,
case.
Morgan.
no, that was my case.
Okay, BJ, why should we keep you alive?
Oh, I don't know. I'm in the washerwoman. I'm pretty useless, so I don't think it really matters.
Who's gonna do the laundry?
I just not me. I hate laundry.
All right, it is.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's 3 votes to tie, 4 to execute BJ. Running the vote.
Len, why are you using your dead vote on this?
Yeah, why are you doing that?
Because they said,
I
I'm
think
telling you,
that
one
this
of
is
them
the
is the
big
demon
trick.
and one of them is the other whatever.
Why do you think this is a trick? If you were the empath and you only got ones the entire time.
That is an odd set on an empath when you had like only 0s on with Glenn and a 1 off of a recluse. That's
2 is
weird.
not enough.
Yeah, Glenn, if you were the empath and you were getting 1s on BJ and Alex was the recluse, you would have to assume BJ was good unless you wanted to create another reality for that.
I think it's because they're evil. I told Ryan a while back that I thought Glenn and Morgan were evil. I don't know which evil who's what. I don't. But
all right, final call.
Yeah, that's an odd use of a dead.
Yeah.
Okay, not hearing any more. I'm gonna call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Morgan is executed and dies. And congratulations go to the good team. All right, we got some quick games going through this time. Let's. Oh, I didn't mean to show everybody all at once, but that's how it worked out. Let me try that again and do it properly. So we had. Do it properly. Eric, our chef, who was shown, yes, a 0 because indeed we had our original imp, our recluse, and our new imp, who was previously the spy, all sitting together. You would have gotten a 2 if Alex had registered, and that would have given up the game, I think, once you figure out where the recluse was sitting, so I had to give you a 0. Ryan Terry was indeed our saint. Catboy was our undertaker, a prime target for our spy. Grady was our Raven Keeper, who was never going to get killed in this game because we had a spy. Daniel was indeed our soldier, and BJ was our washerwoman, who was shown Alex or Grady. This was a game where it was all down to social reads because the good team was not getting any information aside from Catboy, who was going to be the first to die, probably no matter what, with the spy in the game. So this was all social reads, really.
Well, and also, like, Grady was still alive really late in the game, so it just made me think that there was a spy, and since I had pretty much sorted out at the beginning that Alex was the recluse, that was sort of what. And then I knew Daniel was a soldier completely based on the fact that that's also my husband. I knew he was telling the truth.
I mean, that's a social read right there.
That's a social read, right? I believe Ryan.
No, but if he took advantage of that, that would be like, oh my god.
I can't.
He can't, but I did to him what I want as the demon, and he's still
no. And here's the thing, like the more the game went on, the more I realized, like, yeah, if there was a spy, yeah, no wonder I was the first kill.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it for me
when
too.
Lennon was like, "You should kill Catboy."
Yeah, and it's also just kind of like you should not kill Grady.
Yeah, I was like, "Kill Catboy, do not touch Grady."
Well, and that's it. That's kind of like what gave it away, right? I think that's, at least for me, that's what made me like, oh, really sus, and there has to be a spy around.
No,
and then
you got it early because you also were like, yeah, I feel like the imp killed himself, and he did. So
yeah, he did kill himself.
Hey, Glenn, you want to talk us through it?
That was interesting.
I have 6 children, and I'm a really good lie detector. Honestly, that's the only reason I got that. That's it.
Glenn, how was that for you?
It was it's kind of a beautiful setup when you have the spy because you know who everybody is, right? So it was easy to pick out the first one, but then you have the dilemma of, wait, I got a saint, a soldier, raven keeper.
Yeah.
You just like, well, now what? So that's why I tried to throw everybody off by killing myself.
Good call.
It's a good call.
That makes sense.
And then Morgan was surprised when Morgan woke up as the imp.
I mean, not really. I was like, that actually is like the most reasonable move. Okay. And then I was like, wait, now what am I supposed to do?
You always have me believing you're the mayor. Oh my
I know, and I should have pushed harder at because I was like, oh well, Grady gave me different information than he gave you, so that's suspicious. But I didn't push hard enough, and I should have pushed harder.
Yeah, Morgan, you're usually so helpful because you're like,
I know. I mean, Morgan was super helpful.
And I was
friendly.
like,
they were too quiet. It made me suspicious from the beginning.
Yeah,
and that's what gets me every time.
Yeah,
it's the same thing that gets me. It's the same thing that gets me. Like, I'll be the good person 9 times out of 10, and I'm just sitting here because I'm like, really not sure what I'm doing, and people are all, oh, it's sus because you're quiet, and I'm just over here going, no, I'm just lost.
I applaud you because you really did good this game. So
you really did.
Yeah.
You
did good.
I'm surprised it wasn't more sus on Ryan Terry with the saint claim.
Yeah, I was even noting, I expect y'all are going to want to kill me at some point.
The thing is, we didn't have a good way to verify.
We didn't have a slate.
Yeah, we couldn't kill you, so I just had to assume you were telling the truth.
So this is a little bit of
because we did kill a saint last time, and then we lost the game. So there's
it's a little bit metagamey. So when you get a game with the saint and you have no way to verify it, you're almost inclined to believe that the person actually is the saint.
Yeah.
Because a competent GM like you would have put a reason for us to verify you in the game. So it's kind of like, there's a saint in the game. There's no way to double check that. He's probably actually the saint. We're gonna,
it's true. You were really helpful. Usually, town is very helpful, and you put out the information right away.
And to be clear, Eric, there is a way to verify it. Grady could have checked me if he died.
If he died.
Yeah.
But that's not. I don't consider that a super strong verification because it's not in the control of town. There needs to be a town-controlled way to verify you, something that we could test, rather than something that's reliant on the evil move. But I also like to everyone's point, you were playing like town. Really, I thought I had behavioral town reads on pretty much everybody. Glenn, I was just hoping to God he was town because I wanted to be on his team for once. I don't want to kill Glenn.
Oh, that's right.
But I was like, most people were playing pretty town. Morgan was the only one that's super quiet, and like I said, Morgan's.
I did give my 3 for 3 earlier on, and everybody walked in on the middle of it, and I was like, oh, maybe that's good enough, but no.
Yeah, but it was great at the beginning because Eric came to me right away and says, okay, Glenn, I'm pretty sure you're good and Morgan's good. Yeah. And I was kind of like, oh, man, this is too easy.
Yeah. Well, I was
the night before I got nominated to be like, oh, I think that there's a chance that actually you guys could win this one, and then just it immediately fell apart.
Well, I did make it clear, if in the reality you were good, I understand that there's always the poison or the recluse,
Yeah, the recluse, those can register.
They can as good.
I just wanted to give myself up really quick so that I wouldn't throw anyone off, and I knew Grady was the Undertaker, but I wanted to confuse you, Morgan, when I told you I didn't know what Grady's role was.
I was just like this. I had more time to think too, because I was the washerwoman, which was really boring, and there wasn't anything for me to do after the first round. So I had all this time to just sit here and.
Yeah, true.
I just out here being invincible, so I mean.
Yeah.
I was suspicious of the soldier claim until I talked to Daniel. Then Daniel started talking, and he's actually started thinking it through. He's like, oh no, he's good, which is confusing as hell, because I was like, okay, well, I guess Morgan's the last evil read I have, so.
Well, no, and the thing is,
Daniel being the soldier is what finally led me to believe where I ended up at Glenn being evil, because I was like, well, by process of elimination.
I didn't see Glenn being the imp. I didn't see that. I thought maybe he was the minion. I wasn't 100% sold on it because of the chef bullshit, but like, I didn't see the imp coming from Glenn.
Well, and the other thing is that, like, with Morgan being the spy, she would have seen that Grady and Daniel were neither good things.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's why we knew who to target, right?
Yeah,
and it's just like Ryan pointed out early on when he said he's a saint. It's like, yeah, if I kill him off, then that is like the most damning thing I could possibly do.
Yeah, because we can't blame Ryan.
Yeah. I feel like the only left, if y'all can get, like, basically, if Morgan lives through this, y'all win, because at that point, people are going to want to test the Saint, because it's the last vote.
Yeah.
Well,
it's your last vote, yeah.
Well, we just gotta live stream us all talking about this forever. Like, I remember that we're streaming. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Sorry, yeah, I guess we're streaming.
Last thing I'll say is just, like, I feel like the only move you guys would have had after we woke up this night would have been to, like, hard push as somebody lying, and I think Ryan probably would have been the more obvious choice, because BJ was very apt about everything. So
the only problem with hard pushing on Ryan, though, is that you can't actually execute him.
So we
needed to pass that. So
I think Daniel was a remarkably straightforward campaign, in my opinion, too. Like, maybe it's just.
Legitimately, though, I think the big brain play, say we don't kill Morgan here, I think the big brain play is kill me tomorrow night, because that actually makes it look like I'm a demon that passed and was holding the Saint the whole time and left and was assuming I would die on the last night.
That's just convoluted. Now my brain hurts.
I wanted Grady to die. That's what I wanted Grady to die.
I feel like at that point, Daniel is the other role that was like the unkillable role. So like that makes testing Daniel is a reasonable set, because like it's like, oh, is it? And then if you kill me, it's like, oh well, Ryan was the original demon.
Or you could say Grady the Ravenskeeper, who's one, a good player, and two, a role that would have a reason for staying alive too. You could say he was also the demon. Like Grady or Ryan being alive at the end game is always going to make me suspicious in general. Yeah. Because as a demon, I would kill them. I would kill them like A and B.
Morgan, you always knew that Grady was the Ravenskeeper.
Yeah, she was the spy.
Yeah.
BJ told me that it was between you and Grady, and you were noting yourself as recluse, so I assumed Grady was Ravenskeeper.
Okay, I see.
Well,
BJ and I did not have that confidence.
Thank you again to our players for tonight. Thank you again to Larry for moderating our chat and keeping an eye on the stream. We really appreciate that. Next week we're going to come back with a new script, and we're going to shake things up and make things a little bit more interesting. So I hope you all are ready for that.
And what day is that? Wednesday, December 6th?
That would be the date, Catboy. Assuming December 6th that's the correct Wednesday.
Oh my gosh, maybe we could put that in like some, like, I'm glad that we drew attention to it.
We do have some fancy little graphics. I will throw one of them up on the screen right now so you can take a look at it if you're watching this after the fact, because I don't have it ready for the live stream. But you can come and check that out later. And yeah, you can catch Catboy, legendary Mr. L there, if you want to watch you stream sometime this week. Yeah, anybody else have anything you want to plug real fast before we wrap it up?
Oh, Henry Kissinger died.
Yes, all that.
Oh, wow. Okay,
that's not a, why are we plugging that? That's just
He wasn't even nominated.
And on that note, I will wish everybody a good night. Thank you for joining us, and sweet dreams.
And everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.